Right everybody, today I'm going to show you how I make a Sunday roast for 9 people for less than £25. So first off we've got the chicken, which is £5.88. We then have the sausages, which are £1.79, some stuffing, which is 45p, some thyme, 65p, gravy granules, 62p, plain flour, 45p, 6 eggs, 165, 1 butter, 1.99, beef dripping, 150, a jar of honey, 79p, some tinfoil because you'll need that for 99p, a 2 kilo bag of potatoes for 135, a 1 kilo bag of carrots for 53p, 500-gram bag of parsnips for 74p, 1 swede 69 pence, 62 pence. The green cabbage was 69 pence. The cauliflower 79 pence. Some frozen peas for £1.30 and the broccoli was £1.30. No hidden extras. The only thing I'm expecting you to have is some salt and pepper. Apart from that, we've bought everything. Right, first off, we're going to start with the chicken. 1 tablespoon of thyme, 1 tablespoon of pepper, 1 tablespoon of salt, and mix it. That's the seasoning for the chicken and roasties. We take a little slice of butter and we're going to use this to rub the chicken. Turn it over and do the other side. Then get our pepper and salt and thyme mix and sprinkle it all over the chicken, inside and out. Rub it all down. Now get your carrot, chop it in half, then half again, pop it in the dish, add a little bit water just to cover the carrots, pop the chicken in and then into the oven at 180 for an hour and 45 minutes. Now let's make the Yorkshire puddings. For starters, 200 ml of flour, 200 ml of milk and 200 ml of eggs. Then add half a teaspoon of pepper, give it a good whisk, add your eggs, whisk again and pop in the fridge. And then we're going to do the carrots, potatoes and parsnips, peel them, prep them, get them ready for the oven. Then we wash the potatoes and then we separate them for roasties and mash. Cover the ones for mash with water and put on the stove and part boil your roasties. Chop your parsnips into quarters and pop on the tray. And do exactly the same with your carrots. Then little spares left, we're going to chop them up into small amounts, boil them off, ready to go with the peas. Then pop them in the pan and parboil them. The parsnips I'm going to chop in half again just to make them go further. I'm going to pop in a slice of butter with a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm going to give them a good mix, pop them on the tray, cover them with tin foil, and they're ready for the oven. I'm going to do exactly the same with the carrots, and they'll be ready for the oven too. Put 3 slices of dripping in your tray, then add your part-boiled potatoes for your roasties. Give them a good shake, mix them over and so they all get covered in dripping so they cook really nicely. And then you're going to sprinkle over some of them herbs from the chicken earlier, and then cover it with tin foil, and they're ready for the oven. Now put your peas and carrots in a pan and they're ready to go. Now peel and chop your swede and pop it in a pan, cover it with water, and that's ready. Now slice your cabbage and pop it into a colander, give it a wash, and then into a pan, cover with water, and that one's ready. Now chop your broccoli, pop it in the pan, and then do exactly the same with the cauliflower. Pop it in the same pan, cover it with water, and that one's to go. Now for the stuffing, add the full pack, a knob of butter, 300 ml of boiling water, and give it a good mix. Now take your sausages, and if you're using chipolatos, you're going to need 8. If you're using normal sausages, 4. Take the skins off, put them to one side, and then we're going to add them to the stuffing. And you're going to mix it all in really fine with a knife, or if you want to use a potato masher, just make sure it's all blended in well, ready for to make our stuffing balls. And for the stuffing balls, you're just going to put a little bit of butter on your hands to grease your hands, a tablespoon of the mixture, and rub it into a ball, pop it on the tray. Then we're going to put a little bit of that dripping into a frying pan, and we're going to lightly fry them off just to seal them, ready for the oven. Right, chicken's resting. It's been in the oven for 1 hour 45 at 180. I've cranked the oven up to 200 now, and I'm going to pop in the Yorkshire pudding trays on the top shelf and the roast potatoes. After 15 minutes, I'm going to take the Yorkshire tray out. I'm going to fill it with the Yorkshire mix, pop it in the oven, along with the stuffing balls, the carrots and the parsnips, and I'm going to leave them in the oven. Once the Yorkshires are done, you'll be able to pull out the carrots and the parsnips, sprinkle them with honey and pop them back in for about 5 minutes maximum. A couple of minutes will do. For the stuff on the stove, we're going to cook the potatoes for the mash for 20 minutes, the swedes the same, the collie, the broccoli, the cabbage will all take about 15 minutes, and your peas and carrots will take about 10. and then you'll find everything will be cooked all at the same time. And in the meantime, once they're all cooking, you pop on your gravy and everything's ready together. For the gravy, I'm just going to mash them carrots into that stock, push it through a sieve into a pan. Now it's in a pan, I've added cabbage water, I'm going to add gravy granules, mix it, and we have gravy. Right, so this is the full Sunday dinner for under £25. The chicken, the Yorkshires, all the vegetables, mashed potato, honey roasted carrots and parsnips, peas, carrots, swede, gravy. I'll plate one up, let you see what we get. So, plate one is plated up, and I'm just going to pour the gravy.
You plating one up for Ellie as well, yeah? Sorry.
And there we have it, Sunday lunch for 9 people and all under £25, no hidden extras. Everything that's on the lunch has been bought within that £25, right down to the tin foil. And as you can see, we still had a few leftovers, even though we've had 9 adult plates out of it. So probably could have done 10. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and drop me a comment if you'd like me to do more budget meals or anything in particular that you'd like me to cook. I thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a lovely Sunday. Bye bye.